I'm Dani Parker, and I'm a horror filmmaker. I've been making short films for about 10 years, but the last 2 years I've been focusing more on my own work and kind of figuring out my own voice, which is sort of an art house horror with some dark comedy underneath. The film I want to pitch to you today is Safe Word. Safe Word is a horror spin on Beauty and the Beast. Our beast is a IT tech who suffers from lycanthropy or werewolfism, but it isn't a full moon that causes him to transform into a werewolf, it's sexual arousal. So he's lived a very isolated life. Every woman that he's gotten close to, he's killed. Beauty is a dominatrix specializing in man-taming who suffers from blackout spells when she's with clients. She's gained a lot of popularity because of this affliction she's having, because she goes into a trance that's so intense she comes to and she's just beating the crap out of the guy. Beauty wanted to be a scream queen. She wanted to be an actress. She was trying to find work in LA, but she had to come back home to Montana when her father fell ill. She finds herself in the mountains with a high-powered client who wants more intensity, more and more and more. And she has a blackout spell so intense that she knocks him out and there's just pools of blood. So she panics and she runs away. She ultimately ends up hiding out in a friend's cabin up in the mountains, and this is where she comes into contact with Beast. He needs to be controlled. He can't control it himself, and every woman that he goes after runs. When she faces him and dominates him, it keeps him from transforming. So her skill of man-taming along with her horror knowledge is a perfect combination for him to figure out what the root of his affliction might be, and it turns out to be the same as the root of her affliction. When we do see Beast as his transformed self, it's carried largely by shadow, silhouette, little bits of fur, bits of horn, not giving away the monster, because as we all know, once you give up the monster, you sort of lose the fear and the dread that comes with it. We're in the post process right now for the short version of this film, which should be done the first week of May. This is super producible because the bulk of the story takes place in one location with two characters. My husband and I work together. I write, direct, and edit, and together we build the sound design and a little bit of score. Right now we're doing that from our 10 by 15 bedroom where we have his mixing set up, my editing bay is over there, and we have our bed and live with 2 dogs, so we really know how to stretch a buck. I'm personally invested in this story because it's dealing with 2 characters who are dealing with sickness, and they've been treating these things topically or trying to just get through life, and the real horror comes through facing the root of their problems.